Hi everyone.
Hi.
Today we wanted to talk to you about the practice of nail board, standing on the nail board or SADHU nails board practice, which helps you to dismantle the limitations built by the duality between pain and pleasure. Our human mind is built in a way where it attaches to pleasure, develops entanglement with pleasure, and avoids pain. In order to really transcend pain and teach your body to feel it and be okay with it, this practice is so powerful in that way. When you stand on the nail board for the first, I would say, 5-7 minutes, you are experiencing very uncomfortable feelings. And your job is to learn to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. If you learn to be comfortable with uncomfortable, uncomfortable stops being uncomfortable. It becomes comfortable. Sorry for this tongue twister, but this is the truth. And that's how pain is no longer pain. It's just an experience. There is no longer this negative connotation or meaning behind pain. It's only an experience. And then after 5 or 7 minutes, you actually see that you get used to that feeling. You get used to that feeling, it becomes normal. The same thing, I always draw a parallel because a lot of people get so used to suffering in life that it becomes normal to them. And, they walk on suffering and all this, anger, stress, and anxiety, fear, all these emotions that people are not enjoying. They got used to them. They became addicted to these feelings. So those are the nails. Those are the first experiences of pain that then were converted into the response of fear, because they didn't know at that time, when being a child, they didn't know how to feel that pain, how to process it. So the mind developed a defense mechanism to avoid pain. So when you start doing practices like this, you are actually rewiring your brain and you are teaching your mind to accept any experience without any judgment. You learn to be with any feeling, with pain, without avoiding it. You're teaching your body and mind to feel pain and to be with it. And it's also because the stimuli is the pain. You don't go into the paradigm of avoiding pain and running away from it. You just are teaching your mind to follow a bigger vision. For example, you start from 15 seconds. You set a vision that you're gonna be with this feeling of pain for 15 seconds. Then slowly you start increasing. Okay, next day you do 20 seconds, then 25 seconds, then 30 seconds. And little by little, you start increasing the amount of time you can be with this feeling. And then, like I said, after 5-7 minutes, you will start seeing that this feeling is no longer uncomfortable. And that's when your mind is already rewired to accept any feeling. And then, if you can be with this feeling on the nails, you can be still standing on a nail board with that feeling. How come you can't be still when you are angry? How come you can't shut up and sit or lay down and relax your nervous system when you are in anger and that emotion wants to stimulate you, right? And wants you to move and wants you to avoid that feeling and blame someone, for example, right? Blaming someone is avoidance of feelings that is masked by the anger. So this is a very powerful practice because it's teaching your mind to be with any feeling. And for all people who are embarking on a journey of change, on a journey of rewiring their brain, on a journey of teaching their mind to feel all emotions, this is a great experience for those people. And I guarantee if you do this practice, it will also help you to become meditative, because if you can make your body stay on the nail board for 30 minutes still, then sitting in a lotus pose shouldn't be a problem for 30 minutes. And being with your mind and watching your thought flow and experiencing all emotions as they come and leave. Your job is to learn to be aware. Your job is to learn to be a witness to any experience that knocks at your door into your human reality. So that's the brief description of the benefits of a nail board practice. As I've mentioned, start from 15-20 seconds and then slowly every day just increase the amount of time you stand on the nails. Right now I do 30 minutes. I feel like after 30 minutes you don't really need to stand on it longer, because the feeling doesn't really change much after you transcend the feeling of pain. But it's just to maintain the existing acceptance of my mind to be okay with any feeling and be still in any feeling, basically.
Yeah, and if you were interested where to purchase such nails, they are called SADHU nail board, and we have them in the Eternally Fantastic storefront on Amazon. It's available both, I think, in the US and Canada, maybe in Europe too. And I also heard that guys in Ukraine do boards like this.
Yes.
They are handmade there, and they even shipped it to the US. We also have friends who ordered them from Ukraine.
So, and they also have different levels as well.
Yeah, this board is 10 millimeters. I think it's the height of the nails.
Right.
Here. Yeah, and then there is 12 and 15 for more advanced meditators or users of the board. So you can probably start from 10.
Yeah.
And then when you stop feeling pain in like a minute, for example, then switch to 12, 15. And actually, I've also seen like ceremonies where they put these boards one after the other and walk. The first one is like with smaller nails and then harder, but it's some kind of other practice. It's not like...
It's a bit different, I think. Walking is a bit different on nails than standing.
Yeah, and also when you start, it's easier to do it from a chair, to stand from a chair, so that your weight goes simultaneously on both legs. Then when you just walk on them, you will have the whole weight of your body go on one leg, and it will be a bit more discomfortable.
Correct. How was your own experience with this?
Oh, I loved it. When I started it, first tried it, was when you came to visit me, and I stand it for around a minute. Then I purchased it for myself, and the most hard for me part of it is the moment when you persuade yourself that you should stand on them. And when you already stand, like from a chair, stand up, then it's not that difficult. I mean, it is still painful at first, but you don't believe this pain anymore. I would say, like, it's not that uncomfortable as it used to be, and it also goes away much faster than before. Yeah, and then my longest time standing on the nails was around 50 minutes, and at that time, and I tried to do it again, but I couldn't get the same feeling. But at that very time, we did it in nature near the ocean, and I felt like a little tingling in my body after 30 minutes, I would say, and then like a complete relaxation. Like I even didn't feel that I'm standing on the nails anymore. And I remember driving home when I was so relaxed that I even didn't want, like, drove slower than the speed limit, and there was a line of cars after me, and I was like just flowing, and then I came home and just went to bed because it was that relaxing. Though it started from pain, right? And it's like different, like pain and relaxation seems to be opposite, but it went from pain to this complete relaxation, which was amazing.
Yeah, this way, instead of being a slave of your mind, you are using your mind as a tool. Your mind is a tool to manifest this experience, right? And your mind is needs some guidance for evolution, right? So you let your mind know that it's safe, right? It doesn't really puncture you. It doesn't puncture you. It doesn't go beyond, like it doesn't make you bleed or anything, right? So it's safe, but your mind makes it believe that it's, oh my God, you should avoid it because it's painful. So the whole point of the practice is that you actually teach your mind to be safe with any feeling. Yeah. And you can even say the mantra, I am safe to feel this feeling. I am safe to feel this feeling. I am safe to feel this feeling. My heart is beating and I'm breathing. All the rest is just a story in my mind. Exactly the same mantra which you can say when, whether you're experiencing anxiety or stress or depression or a lot of thoughts that you're not enjoying and they stress you out. So this is a mantras that you can do use in that case too. And also at the beginning of this practice, making sure that your mind is, gives a green light, right? A green light that it's safe.
Yeah. So hope to see you on the SADHU Nails
soon. We'll see you on the SADHU Nails.
Yeah, share your experiences, message us. And if you do this, by the way, tag Best Education Choice and Eternally Fantastic on Instagram, and we will share your stories as our students who also joined this SADHU Nails
movement.
Yeah.
We're now a movement, yes, a movement of conscious beings, conscious, eternally fantastic beings.
Yeah. So, see you in our stories.
Yes. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.